Hello everyone, welcome to this mini series called WS Learner's Voice, where each time I'll be speaking to different students from the WS training is where where I'm at college at the moment, and yeah, I'll be speaking about different things, but in today's episode the topic is traineeship and work experience. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and yeah, thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to a new series called WS Voice Learners, or Learner's Voice. And today the first episode you're with Chloe and Jay, and we're just going to be talking about traineeship and work experience. So thanks, Chloe and Jay. If you just want to do your introductions, maybe start with Chloe, then go on to Jay.
Yeah, my name is Chloe here, and I started at WS training in 2020. And in my first year, I gained my level 2 professional skills. But then I come back within the year for 2021 to get a traineeship. And the traineeship has been going well, but obviously I'll speak more about that in the interview. But yes, I've gained my level 2 English and maths, but then from then I'm just looking for a job now. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm currently studying level 1 English and maths. While doing the traineeship, obviously you do both at the same time. I was previously here last year. I got my entry 3 in English and maths, and I'm hoping to get level 2 now soon.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for your introductions, and for doing this. So, well, the first question is, what is a traineeship? So just answer that however that you want to.
Well, a traineeship is a balanced role, basically. So you'd have a few days at college, and then you'd have either 2 days at a traineeship. But then the traineeship has to last, I think it's at least 70 hours.
Yeah, minimum 70 hours.
Minimum 70 hours, and then it can last up to around 6 months to a year. So it's not too bad, and then obviously you get your skills out of it, get put on your CV. So at the end of it, you will hopefully get the job. So,
yeah.
You spend 3 days doing the traineeship, 1 day at college, and then 2 days at the traineeship. So you're more at the traineeship than you are at college, but you're also learning at the same time. So you do a mix of both, so you're getting more work experience than anything.
Yeah. On the plus side, you're not always in college then. Yeah. So why is a traineeship a good option while you're doing studying at college?
It's pretty good because you get a mix of both worlds. You get like a mix of the real life world where your work experience, you're going in every day, you're working, and then you also get to study at the same time. So it's really good to you get to do a mix of both, where you're like gaining experience, so you can put that and use that in life and learning new skills, and you're also getting levels and in your levels and in your level 2, 1, so you're actually able to go on and do further things.
Yeah, you have to know what real life work is about.
Yeah, but you can do a job that you enjoy from gaining those levels in college. So did you find your work placement yourself, or did you have a little bit of help?
Personally, well, I was looking, but due to COVID, it was a bit harder to actually find a traineeship myself. So my teachers and my career advisors were helping me look for a traineeship, and I ended up getting a traineeship in an electric company as an office assistant. So
That's pretty cool. Like that.
Yeah, the career advisor helped me find the traineeship. I was looking a little bit before and looking around, but due to COVID and most places not being open, and the specific thing I wanted to do, which is electrical, they kind of helped me find a place with an electrical component store pretty much. I just did some things on there. I was more hands-on kind of thing.
Yeah, COVID's been a pain, hasn't it? Like disrupting those kind of things. But
yeah, not many places are open.
Yeah, well, at least you've done it.
Yeah.
At least you've done it. How do you fit like your college around like your work placements, like work experience?
Well, when we come to college, I think it's one day out of the three, isn't it, I believe? And then you have 2 days at your traineeships, and then obviously we'll go to the traineeship more or less to try and get the working skills and get all of the type of experience that we need to get put on our CV so we are able to find more jobs. But then we come to college still to like do all of our work, and then if we had things to achieve and stuff still in college, we're still able to. But yeah, we'd only have like 1 day at college and 2 days at a traineeship, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, I used to do the same. I used to go in Monday, Tuesday, spend 5 hours at the traineeship, learn and gain new skills, and then on the Thursday I'd go in and do my maths and English. So I'd be able to keep both. I'd do more of the traineeship though, but I'd still be able to do my maths and English. That's what I wanted to do as well.
Yeah, still achieving.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's important to have maths and English, isn't it?
Yeah, very important.
Yeah. Even though some aspects of maths, for example, you might not need in every single job, but yeah. We might have already covered this question already. Like, how long did you attend work experience? Like I think you might have said I think Chloe said you started from 2020, and I think.
No, so I was in college since 2020, but I started my traineeship in 2021. But it was meant to be 70 hours minimum, but I covered 90 hours, and COVID obviously made everything go to a bit of a downer and stopped the business. So I wasn't able to carry on. But yeah, I still covered 90, but I think we could have done 240, but I think the minimum is 70, so I did cover the minimum of how many hours you had to.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
I've done about 80 to 90 hours with doing the electrical things and pretty much just working really pretty much overall.
Getting your experience.
Getting your experience.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. So a long period of time.
You can do up to 240, which is like 6 months to a year, but if you get your 70 hours, you should be all right.
Yeah.
And you get qualifications.
Yeah, I think the 240 hours is just so the actual employer employing you actually knows the type of person you are.
And you can also get a job out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From if you work for a company that also can get a job out of it. If you spend a year there and they really like you and they want to bring you on board, they can offer you a job. But you can also just put that on your CV for work experience or just gain more skills out of it. It's quite good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? Like at least you're getting something out of at the end when you've done it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So did you receive like training from like your employers when you went and done it?
Yeah, when I was in the workplace, I was more in the office, so I was more having to get shown how to work on the computers and doing like the labels to get put onto the deliveries to get sent out from the warehouse and bits and bobs like that. And then I was obviously doing the like not all the time, but sometimes doing a bit of the filing and doing a bit of the admin and stuff like that. So then I would help the customers. So yeah, I was there every time I needed help on the computer. I would ask them and they'd be able to give me the support I needed.
Yeah.
I worked in the warehouse more like hands-on, lifting things and more moving things around. Like we received a lot of goods, so I'd end up putting them into their place, like reading barcodes and learning a lot of the barcodes and knowing where things are going. So you should have a lot of cables coming. You'd have to put them in the right places. Some of them are quite heavy as well. And what you'd also do is sort things out in the warehouse, like switch up parts around, moving things, and just like new parts are coming, old parts go. And changing barcodes, and sometimes you'd have to pack up parcels and file what things are missing and just file like loads of letters, what's missing and what needs to get sent out, and you'd pack parcels and send them out. So you're just pretty much receiving goods.
Yeah. So it's good that they helped you, because it doesn't always happen, does it? Like at workplaces and stuff. It's quite hard, but yeah, it's good that you got your support. there. But on the other hand, what happens if you don't like it, or what kind do you have to do?
If I didn't like my traineeship, I could always contact my career advisor from the college, and then hopefully either speak about different opportunities which I would like to do if I did like it, or depending if I had to stay there for a few more hours or something to do, then I'd do that, and then maybe look for another one instead of staying somewhere I don't like. You want to go somewhere that you enjoy to keep it up, gain more, stay there longer sort of thing, get the job at the end.
Yeah.
And normally you like it anyway because you get the time to pick what kind of subject you want to do. So obviously I liked electrical components, so I wanted to do that. So I took the time. That's why I really enjoyed it. But if you also don't like it, you just have contact a career advisor. They normally speak to the company, sort something out, and you'll end up leaving or going to another place. But if you do your minimum 70 hours, you should be all right anyway. But if you haven't, I'd advise staying at the company because it's just better you, and you can get your 70 hours and it'll be all right for you.
Most of the time, you only look for a traineeship that you would enjoy anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do something new and learn something new and put yourself in a different position so you can learn more from it. Some people want to do that.
Yeah, it happens. Like maybe for a point you might get bored.
Yeah.
and then you just want to change it around a little bit.
Mix it up.
Yeah, mix it up. What are like the outcomes like once the traineeship is finished?
Well, so when you finish the traineeship, you can either get the job at the end if you obviously are still willing to stay there and work with them. But if you've changed your mind and wanted to go somewhere else or find somewhere else, then you'll still get your references, which will help with finding other jobs because you've already gone to a job, and you'll gain loads more transferable skills and I don't know, all different types of environments you've been in. So obviously, as me being in the office, I would learn a lot more about dealing with answering phone calls and stuff like that. But then, such as Jeremy here is more in the warehouse, so he knew how to deal with more pick and packing. But yeah, you do get a lot at the end of it, and obviously, if you did like it, then you'll end up getting either a part-time or a full-time job, whatever you discussed with the employer.
Yeah. Especially when you go into a new, like a different job, if you apply for a new job, it's good to have a little bit of experience, even if it's whether with a traineeship or whatever. But sometimes jobs want either grades or experience, and sometimes experience can be better over grades. Even if you don't have no grades, you can have experience, and it can help you get a job through the experience. And you might meet new people at the job, work as a team. You might get a job through someone at the get a new job through someone that you work with.
It could just be a word of mouth, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good that it kind of varies. Like, so some people, some other places will have like more work experience, and some you won't need as many qualifications. But it's all good, like with the learning part, isn't it?
You get a lot of transferable skills. So like something you do in like one job where you could just do into another because they transfer over and it works really well. Like teamwork, a lot of jobs take a lot of teamwork, so you just transfer the skills over and over again for different jobs.
Yeah, and would you recommend like a traineeship to other people, other young people?
Yeah, I personally would, just because if they didn't know, so let's say someone that didn't know much about work or looking for work or getting ready to get into work or something like that, then at least if they've done a traineeship, they could go there. They're still learning at the same time, but they're actually understanding what real work is like in life. So when they're older, they actually know what they're looking to getting into instead of getting all worried about it behind closed doors and not know what they're getting themselves into. They can just do it for their 1 or 2 times a day, maybe about 5 hours, and then at least they know that what work's actually like instead of sitting at home thinking, oh yeah, this is what you do at work. Like, you're able to go there, and then at the end of it, you get the job. So it's not a waste of time, really, because if you're going there, if you like it, you get the job at the end. So if you want to stick on, you are able to. So all the young people, in a way, I think they find it easier instead of just getting it put straight on top of them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Most of the time, even if you're doing a traineeship, you're still able to learn and gain your maths and English whilst doing it. So you get the best of both worlds. So you kind of do a mix of both. So where you're able to get, you're able to get GCSEs as well as you're able to get work experience. So it's just overall better because you're doing both, and I'd say you gain more skills of doing a traineeship than anything else. Like you get to meet new people, you get to actually pick up skills about what the job you want to do, and you get a lot more skills.
Yeah, like me, new friends.
What you have anyway, you can get put over on the CV, can't you? So
Yeah.
it gets you to find different jobs, which is good.
Yeah. And did you get lots of support from WS training?
Yeah, I'd say I did. When I joined here, they gave me loads of support. They helped me move forward from steps by steps. So they didn't just rush me, but they did help me move forward pretty quick. They helped me with my CV, my cover letter. They helped me with different sites I could look on to find jobs and show me how to apply for jobs. And they helped me, like, they sat down with me, done like one-to-one different like interview questions and stuff, so I don't just think, oh well, I'm going to be a bit panicked when I go to the interview. Like, they actually give me the support of how it would be when I go to the interview, what sort of questions they would ask, so I know how to answer. So yeah, the support they give me did come in handy. It did help me a lot.
Yeah, they helped me as well. I wouldn't have got the job without them. Mostly just from preparing and helping, just interviews and CVs, just helping before I actually had the traineeship. No, I did the placement and I went to the traineeship. Pretty much, they just helped me prepare, cover letter, do mock interviews. So I was ready. As well as getting the traineeship, they actually helped you get the traineeship, which I wouldn't have had the traineeship without them. So pretty much.
Yeah, it made us feel more comfortable to just go there, didn't it? So
Yeah, I was more confident in my own ability when going there without them.
Yeah, it's good that they helped you, like you say, it helped you get that, and I know you've done it and you've enjoyed it. Like last thing, we probably covered this during our talk. If you just want to say like what your like work experience was.
My work experience in the electrical place was an office assistant, so I was more helping in the office.
Okay.
Answer phone calls and stuff like that. So yeah.
I was more dealing cables and electrical components. Like I was more receiving packages, taking packages out, packaging them up, putting letters on them, getting them ready to get sent out. I did a little bit of admin work where I did some filing, but that was just right at the start. Once I got more involved, that's more hands-on. I worked with others and worked in the warehouse a lot more hands-on with others. Sometimes I even worked in the store a little bit, moving things about. That was only a little bit. I did more in the office, more in the warehouse.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you both enjoy it and you got the support as well, because like just saying before we finish, like with people in general, like with if you have people have autism, because it's known with autism, people find it hard to get jobs, and it's nice that there's a process like this where you can have a traineeship and you can go and have that work placement for a period of time, and then but do you find it easier when I don't know, like if something is repeated, explained to you, not just the once and then they have to do it, like would you prefer something is like repeated to you, or would you be fine just that once when it's explained?
See, I'm a quite quick learner, so when they show me, obviously I know, like for next time I know what I've got to do, but if I do forget something, then I don't see why there would be a problem to ask again. Like as you said, out there are other people out there that have got disabilities or have got problems, so for the people to offer you the support and say like, if you need my help, then come over to me, is good, because then like those people that have got those disabilities know that they're able to go ask for more help. They're not going to be able to learn as quick as others.
Yeah.
So it's just different on how you are yourself in it, I would say.
Yeah, and even if you're nervous, it'll help out doing like interviews before, like preparing and stuff like that. And even if you need to ask again, and you need to, I'm sure whatever place you go to, whatever traineeship you do, they'll be aware that you may have something wrong with you. So most of the time it'll be more welcoming and people will be more understanding. Even WS training will be more welcoming. She'll prepare for it, won't be as nervous, you'll be more confident going into the traineeship.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. The similar things and everyone else.
Yeah, let's hope it's like that. But as we know, it's everyone is you just never know, do you, until it happens.
Yeah.
It's different, surprisingly.
Yeah, like sometimes you might have to repeat yourself. Sometimes you find it hard to maybe talk. I would have thought, well, when you guys first started, you were probably nervous.
Yeah, when the first day or the first day, couple of days that I went there, I was a bit nervous, but then I spoke to a lot of them, and then I had a bit of like work banter with them, and they were just easy to talk to, so it made me feel more comfortable in the area. So then I just opened up and I was able to speak to them a bit more. So yeah, I was nervous at first, but then after a few, say, days or weeks I've been there, I was fine. And nice, they make you feel comfortable. So
Yeah, it's the same with me. Most of them made me feel pretty comfortable, and you just cracked a few jokes, and you kind of got to know them outside of work instead of just them just working. But to know them a bit personally.
Business. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
They kind of made it much more easy, so you can relate to more.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's really good. Like, you give some really good advice there at the end, and it's been really good talking to you guys. And thank you for arranging to do it, and I hope you've enjoyed it.
thank you for
Thank you.
giving me your time.
Thank you.